For over 70 years, one nation has stood alone at the summit of global power. Its military reaches every corner of the earth. Its currency flows through the veins of the world economy. Its movies, music, and ideas shape cultures thousands of miles from its shores. But now, cracks are appearing in the foundation. The question isn't whether America is powerful. The question is, can it stay number one? Or are we witnessing the twilight of an empire? To understand where America might be going, we need to understand how it got here. In 1945, the world lay in ruins. Cities across Europe and Asia were reduced to rubble. Economies had collapsed. Empires were crumbling. But across the Atlantic, America emerged from World War II, not weakened, but transformed into something the world had never seen before, a true superpower. While others rebuilt from ashes, America stood tall with its factories humming, its economy booming, and half the world's wealth within its borders. It wasn't just military might, though American forces had proven their strength. It was everything else. The Marshall Plan rebuilt Europe with American dollars. The Bretton Woods Agreement made the dollar the world's reserve currency. American companies went global. American culture went viral before viral was even a word. The Cold War only amplified this dominance. For nearly 50 years, the world was split between two systems, two ideologies. And when the Soviet Union finally collapsed in 1991, America didn't just win, it stood alone, unchallenged, at the peak of human power. The next 2 decades seemed to confirm America's permanent supremacy. Its military was unmatched. Silicon Valley was creating the future. Hollywood was the dream factory of the planet. From Seoul to Sao Paulo, people wore American jeans, ate American fast food, and watched American shows. This wasn't just power. This was dominance across every dimension that mattered. So, what makes a nation number one? America's dominance rests on 5 pillars. First, military power. America spends more on defense than the next 10 countries combined. It has over 750 military bases in more than 80 countries. 11 aircraft carrier strike groups patrol the world's oceans. No nation can project force like America. When crises erupt, the world still looks to Washington. Second, economic might. The American economy is still the largest on Earth, producing over $25 trillion in goods and services annually. Wall Street remains the center of global finance. American companies dominate the most valuable industries: technology, aerospace, pharmaceuticals, entertainment. Third, the dollar. This is the hidden superpower. Nearly 60% of global currency reserves are held in dollars. International trade, from oil to microchips, is conducted in dollars. This gives America extraordinary leverage. It can sanction nations simply by cutting them off from the dollar system. Fourth, innovation and technology. Silicon Valley isn't just a place, it's a symbol of American technological supremacy. The companies that are building our future, artificial intelligence, space exploration, biotechnology, most are American. The internet itself was born in America. Fifth, alliances. America doesn't stand alone. NATO binds it to Europe. Treaties link it to Japan, South Korea, Australia, and dozens of other nations. This web of partnerships amplifies American power in ways no rival can match. These 5 pillars have held strong for generations, but nothing lasts forever. The 21st century has not been kind to American confidence. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan were supposed to demonstrate American strength. Instead, they revealed limits. Trillions of dollars spent, thousands of lives lost, and in the end, both conflicts ended in frustration and withdrawal. The world watched, and the myth of American invincibility cracked. Then came the 2008 financial crisis. The crash didn't just hurt America, it started there. The center of global capitalism nearly collapsed. While America recovered, trust was damaged. The system seemed fragile, rigged, and dangerous. But the biggest challenge doesn't come from within, it comes from the East. China's rise is unlike anything in modern history. In 1980, China's economy was smaller than Italy's. Today, it's the second largest in the world, and by some measures, already larger than America's. China builds more ships, produces more steel, manufactures more goods. It's become the factory of the world while America struggles with deindustrialization. China is also challenging America's technological edge. In 5G networks, in electric vehicles, in certain areas of artificial intelligence, China is no longer just catching up, it's competing and sometimes leading. And it's not just economic. China is building a military designed specifically to challenge American power in Asia. Its Belt and Road Initiative is creating a new network of global influence. Nations that once looked only to Washington now have another option. Meanwhile, inside America, divisions are deepening. Political polarization has reached levels not seen since the Civil War. Trust in institutions is collapsing. Debates about race, inequality, and identity tear at the social fabric. Elections are contested. Democracy itself feels fragile. There's also the debt. America owes over $36 trillion. That's more than its entire economy produces in a year. Can a nation remain number one while drowning in debt? And finally, there's the loss of moral authority. America once claimed to lead by example, to represent freedom and democracy, but recent years have been marked by internal chaos, police violence, political extremism, and a retreat from global leadership. The world is watching, and it's not impressed. Yet, dismissing America would be a mistake. History is filled with premature obituaries for American power. America still has unmatched advantages. Its military lead isn't just large, it's generational. No rival can match its technology, its experience, or its global reach. The dollar remains king, and that won't change overnight. Replacing the dollar would require the entire global financial system to reorganize, a process that would take decades, if it happens at all. American universities still attract the world's best minds. American companies still dominate the cutting edge. The ability to innovate, to reinvent, to adapt, this is encoded in American DNA in ways that centralized rivals struggle to match. And let's not forget alliances. China may be powerful, but it's also isolated. It has clients, not allies. America has genuine partners who share its interests. Europe, Japan, Australia, Canada, these aren't satellites. They're fellow democracies that strengthen American power. Internal divisions, while real, have existed before. America has survived civil war, depression, and cultural upheaval. It has a remarkable ability to reform and renew itself. Perhaps most importantly, there's no clear successor. China faces its own enormous challenges: an aging population, economic slowdown, environmental crisis, and an authoritarian system that stifles the very innovation it needs. Europe is fragmented, Russia is declining, India is rising, but from far behind. Being number one isn't just about being perfect, it's about being better than the alternatives. And by that measure, America still leads. So, will America remain number one? The honest answer is, nobody knows. What we're witnessing isn't the sudden collapse of American power. It's something more subtle and more complex. The world is changing. Power is becoming more diffuse, more distributed. The unipolar moment after the Cold War was always going to be temporary. America may not dominate the 21st century the way it dominated the 20th, but that doesn't mean it's falling. It means the game is changing. The real question isn't just whether America will remain number one. The real question is what happens to the world if it doesn't.